We're in Israel. We just landed and we're on our way to an adventure.
Not too much of an adventure.
As much as we can go. Manage.
See the minarets of the mosques, Muslim villages of Israeli Arabs. Now we have to understand we are getting a little bit into politics, but just for you, I don't want to go too much into it because we are not allowed to. They told me 20 times not to say anything. But you need to understand, otherwise you can't understand what's going on here. That there are Jews here who live in Israel. There are Israeli Arabs, Christian and Muslims, who live in Israel, have Israeli identity, are Israeli citizens, vote for Israeli Knesset, for the Israeli parliament, and so on. And there are Palestinians, Palestinian Arabs, which live in the Palestinian territories like in Bethlehem, where we are going to be. We are going to see that there are different places, there are different police stations, different flag and everything. Everything is different between Israel and the Palestinian Authority, or the Palestinian or Palestine. So there are three kinds. But the Israeli Arabs who have Israeli passports can be cousins or brothers of Palestinians. So whenever you ask an Israeli Arab, for example, the ones that we see in Jerusalem, what are you, Israeli or Palestinian? He can say whatever is politically correct, or he or she likes to say now. Like in the Judean desert, is that the land? On our left. And you can see how the desert here looks like. These hills, these settlements on the hills, are the ones we hear a lot about in the news. Here on our left, that's the last green area before the desert. Good. Now we are going to Garden Gethsemane. We are starting with our pilgrimage. And we are going to see the place where Jesus came with his disciples in his last visit to Jerusalem. They went into the town to have the Last Supper, left the town. We don't know exactly why. It's a big question. Look here on the left, again, we see the desert. We see that it's a little green and then it becomes gray. When it becomes a little lower, no green anymore. We are going back now to the valley of Kidron, and on our right, on up the hill, you'll see the walls of Jerusalem, of the old city, Jerusalem. The old city of Jerusalem is actually a quarter of the city, a part of the city. In the walls of the old city of Jerusalem, there are 4 quarters: a Jewish, Christian, Muslim, and Armenian quarter. And I said it in order. I was asked already to explain exactly why are those holy places here so close, in order, an historic order. First was Judaism. Christianity came out of Judaism. Later, Islam came in the 7th century. And so that's the order. The Armenian It's a part of Christianity, and it's a nation in the Caucasus. The Armenians have their own quarter in Jerusalem because they are the first state who accepted Christianity as their nation church. Okay, we are going to leave now the bus soon. You will see huge staircase. That's the old staircase leading to the temple behind these palm trees. A huge staircase, there are no people there now. This is a second temple time staircase, the Hochianatul, and in the time of Jesus, these were the stairs that were used by the local people to go up to the temple. So Jesus, if we want to go the footsteps of Jesus, most probably he walked on those stairs. On our left is the city of David, the place where the King David conquered, and where the spring is, and everything here started here on our left. And we are just going to leave the bus in a minute. Good. Have a look here to the right. You see an ancient Roman road. And here you can see that the road went once from what is today the old city out. So it means that in the Roman time, this part was a part of the city of Jerusalem. Today's walls, which are medieval walls, were built later just on top of the road. Here. Let's go now into the old city, and we will enter the Bolshevik English language.
His son and then the daughter.
Yeah.
Pick him up in the... I see the girl with the AK-47 on her shoulder.
You got down there?
Yeah. Did you?
Yes.
I don't know where our man is.
Paul touched the wall
Yes,
and a rumble.
I touched it. Yeah, no.
Richard, would you put this in your pocket?
We are under a few arches. This arch here is from the 1st century BC, built by the architects of King Herod. Look how strong it is. The houses we build today are built, they are constructed for about 70 or 80 years. Look at this arch. There is still a road going over, and we still use this road. So it's still on use after more than 2,000 years. This arch, for example, as you see, is not so nice. Look how many earthquakes were here and affected it. It's a younger one, 1800 years. So look at them, how they still stand after so many years. It's unbelievable.
There's a couple of girls in the bathroom. And their makeup. They had this black rings in their eyes. Really weird. I wonder what that's
Medina on the left, Mecca in the center, black rock, and the Dome of the Rock, Jerusalem, to all three holy cities of the Islam.
Oh, wow.
Makes it right away, and says, very, very quick, very
It's getting hungry.
Is this lunch? Do you want it in on this bit? Do we get any lunch?
I don't know. Must do. Can't have it for 10 hours and not consider food.
But he hasn't said a word. These loafers. I strangely feel at home. How about you?
What?
I strangely feel at home.
Yes.
I've been with you.
Yes. But no, very comfortable.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Fabulous market. That's a lot going on.
Ooh, look at the flatbreads.
Yes.
We have many color guys. We still love you even if you don't buy. But when you buy, we love you more. $5 American dollars. Only $5.
Here, look at the sculpture above. This is the fifth station, written here. The fifth station. Come over so you can see here. The stations themselves are shown by a round stones that show that this is the holy place. And here, very important, according to the tradition, Jesus, when he stood up, he carried the cross. It was very heavy. Hold his hand here. So many people come here and kiss this stone. From a scientific point of view, I can tell you that this house is from the Middle Ages, so it is not from the time of Jesus, but that's the belief, that's the old tradition that we sure respect. Let's go. And we are going up the hill now. Imagine how hard it was for Jesus with the cross to walk this way up.
Come back, Mike is for 6 station Mike. Remember, compare price, then decide. You come back here. Come back.
Station selling doon sa nadapa si Cristo. Ito naman nadapa si Cristo.
Oh, look, we are very lucky coming in.
ولا يقتلون النفس التي حرم الله إلا بالحق ولا يزنون ومن يفعل ذلك يلقى أثاما يضاعف له العذاب يوم القيامة ويخلد فيه مهانا إلا من تاب وآمن وعمل عملا صالحا وكان الله غفورا رحيما.
That's the ninth station. That's the last station outside the building or the complex of the Holy Sepulchre Church. So here, according to the tradition, and as you see, Jesus fell the third time. Okay, so that's what you can see here. And you see here this big wooden cross. This is used every Friday. There are processions from the first to the 14th station to remind us in the way of the cross Jesus did. So people are carrying it, usually not one, a few people together are carrying the cross this whole way that we went, a little bit longer, and all the way up to here. Which is a very nice way to remember the story of the 14 stations. I can't tell you exactly why.
Down backwards.
The narrow place.
Come in, please, slowly.
Okay.
That was a different one.
Was it?
That's a different mook. Let me go on the wall somewhere. It's really
According to the tradition, this is a Catholic church. Jesus was put upon the cross, as you see here. And next by, just an isolated building here, is the place where the cross stood. Basically, the holiest place of the whole thing. You see, just under the altar there, the bedrock, the stone. I might show it to you better in another place, because you won't stand there to get to it. But you can see here the place, the exact place where, according to the tradition, stood the cross.
Did anybody ever tell him he can't sing?
He's not singing, he's chanting.
You see the valleys, you see the mountains there. It's just what we see here now is the area of Mount Nebo, the mountain where Moses left the children of Israel and disappeared. Okay, for some reasons I don't know, we'll get another Palestinian guide who will guide us to the church here. I don't know why. You'll get a better guide. Who will take us here. But I'll be here. I'll be around. As I told you, if we get something like that, we don't ask too many questions. Just do.
You look nice and warm.
I'm warm now.
Are you warm? Oh,
Sorry.
So we are at the courtyard of the Church of the Nativity. That's the Jotting Nativity. Here, that's the fortifications which were built by Crusaders. You know, Crusaders' time were here. Crusaders were here. So, this church was built in 535 by Emperor Justinian, the builder of Hagia Sophia in Istanbul. He built so many buildings, and in the end, he said to King Solomon, Solomon, come and see, I defeated you. So he defeated King Solomon in number of buildings he built, but not in number of women Solomon had. Remember, Solomon had how many wives? 700 wives, legal wives. And it is say concubine or girlfriends. Which word is correct to say? Concubines or girlfriends? Concubines. And he added one queen to them. Who was that queen? She was Queen Sheba. Now, if you ask any Ethiopian, where is the Ark of Covenant? He will tell you in Ethiopia. How come? Because King Solomon had a son from Queen Sheba, and the Ethiopian tradition says, and he gifted his son with the Ark of Covenant. So they dug a huge church in the rock and they put the Ark of Covenant over there. So every Ethiopian claims or says that the Ark of Covenant is in Ethiopia. But have you seen that? No. Why? If I see it, I will die. Why? Because when King David had taken the Ark of Covenant into Jerusalem, one man uncovered it and he died on the spot. Yeah? So King Solomon was rich in his wisdom and his cunning ways anyway. So that's the church was still, the only church still existing from that time, because Persians had come here and they demolished all churches except this one. Why did it happen? Why they did not destroy this one? Because here was a mosaic which depicted the three kings who had come here to gift and to worship Jesus. So when Persians had seen images of Persian kings, they spoiled themselves and did not demolitions. Okay, let's go forward.
church is this? Where is it?
Five oil lamps, that's marking the place where she laid him. In other words, it is the manger, the crib, the present. The one who lived here, who became saints, and the one who translated the Bible from Aramaic, Greek into Latin, where he enabled your forefathers to read the Bible and to convert. His name was Hieronymus or Jerome. The version he translated was called the Vulgata or the Vulgate. He lived here from 385 till 420. And he was the one, along with the historian of the church, identified a place for each site mentioned in the Bible. So he lived here, he was from Rome, he was from Dalmatia, Croatia. He passed by Rome, he acquainted with the Pope, the first Pope, Damasus. Damasus was the one who told him to translate the Bible into Latin. So this is the scriptorium of Saint Hieronymus or Saint Jerome. This is the Catholic Church, which is new in comparison to this one. It is Queen Helen I. It was built in 1881. It is under Franciscan order. Anybody would like to go have a photo inside?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Christians here, they make it out of olive wood. This is olive trees, diamond, gold, silver, whatever. And everybody who comes to the Holy Land, they take back, a small or a big Jerusalem cross back home. So that signifies the 5 wounds of Jesus, 2 in the feet, 2 in the hands, and the 5th was to start to drain the water and the wine and the bloods. And that is the fulfillment of a prophecy. They will not break his leg. Because in the old times, the Romans used to break the leg of the crucified one to expedite his death. But for Jesus, they found him already dead. That's why they did not break his leg. And that's a fulfillment of the prophecy. Yeah? So we are going now to see one of the best souvenir shops here, where you will be able to take whatever you might want to take back home.
My own daughters were afraid to go on the yellow bus to go to school because it was so, the news were full of dead people all the time. Look here at the left. Look at the graffiti. Do you see that? Here we are. Who is this? I don't know.
Oh, that's why I had to be kind.
Here you are, Elizabeth. It's made by very well-known graffiti artists who are pro-Palestinian and come here to paint that. And this separation wall, and here you see how they show the Israeli soldier here. We met some of those soldiers this morning, so you can see the difference, how they look here in the painting and how they are in life. Here on the left, the soldier doesn't have a face. So you see that it's very, very political.
Well,
And my name is Moti.
Martini, how sweet.
Moti. M-O-T-I, not Monty. It's Moti. Actually, see, now I have a problem. Where are the people that were with me yesterday? See, I can't say the joke now because you've already heard it. That's so good. I told them, don't come on my bus. I have a limited amount of jokes. And now I have 4 people here that knows all my joke.
Alpha Omega. Here you go. Alpha Omega.
We have still people from 15 outside.